Hello. This may be a little bit of a controversial video, but this is what I started channeling, or what I downloaded, or I was informed of, back in December. The word Starseed, it is an activation code. Words are man-made, okay? Sound is God. Sound is pure. Hence why so many people they gravitate towards light language or celestial sound alchemy or sound healing, because sounds are pure. The word starseed is used and was put into as a DNA activation within our cellular memory, okay? You can think of a bunch of people around a table saying, okay, so what words can we, tell ourselves in our next incarnation when it's time for us to really awaken? What word will resonate and be like, yes, to us? That word was starseed. Now, what does starseed mean? It means that you're seeded from the stars. Well, what are the stars? Other than these external projections of other universes and galaxies, okay? They're external projections. Just like your dog, just like your house, just like the phone that you're watching my video on. They're external. And what does this mean? Everything in this reality is a projection. As above, so below. As within, so without. Okay? You have genetic frequencies within your DNA, within your DNA, all right? And you project, along with billions of other people, and animals, you project these stars. You project your ancestors. They said it clearly in The Lion King when Simba was laying on his back and he said, my father said that these are all the kings of the past looking down on us. They're our ancestors looking down on us, but our ancestors are in our Akash. Our Akash is in our DNA. Our DNA is in our bodies. Okay. Now, we have originally 144 strands of DNA. Whenever you get a DNA activation, a number, because everything is mathematical, just like a computer database is made out of binary code, which is ones and zeros, we're accumulation of numbers itself. Core fractals of the 144. Core fractals of the 144 original DNA strands. Now, where do these DNA strands come from? They don't come from outside of us. That is our projection so that we know where home is, or know our family, or they can communicate with us. You only see what you believe, okay? And so it's our way of having proof upon this plane of existence. The 144 strands come from Shambhala, the 144 cities within. The word in Gene Keys, cities, it's the highest state of light. The highest state of light. The 104 highest states of light, frequency from within. It's not Sophia, but Gaia, Earth itself, is a being. And within that being, her being, Sophia, wisdom, within that being lies the 144 cities of light. We all are fractals of the original core fractals. And whenever we see these repetitious numbers, like say you're seeing 13, okay, that is miser constellation Hercules. Okay, Miser 13, constellation Hercules. And that is a download within your DNA that activates a download or an adjustment, an attunement, a vibrational frequency. So therefore, whenever you have a conscious awareness of what something is, then you have an assimilation, an octave raise in your DNA because there's an awareness. So therefore, it starts oscillating at higher frequencies. Okay. And these 144 strands of DNA that are within Gaia or Sophia consciousness, Gaia represent this 144 cities of Shambhala. Okay, so whenever you're having past life memory of, say, the Pleiades, the seven sisters, as I have done my past life regressions and had BQH sessions and see all of this, these beautiful like emanations of crystal cities and flowing water and, you know, my hair all white, my skin just shining and a little taller too, you know, that's showing me so that's showing me the city, okay, within Shambhala, within Gaia. There's 140, like on this planet, externally, we have states, and within those states, we have cities. So you could think of the same thing on the inside of this plane of a consciousness, okay? Of a consciousness, an area within the mind of Sophia, okay? An emanation, we're an emanation of that. We're an illumination of that. Okay. And so within that consciousness, that construct, there are little cities. There are big cities like the Pleiades, like Sirius, Polaris. What else is there? There's Arcturians. There's all of these countries, states, cities, whatever. They have these which represent dimensions within the mind of Sophia, her consciousness. Okay. So I'm going to be coming out and that's another thing too. Like, I'm going to come out with more videos on this. I've been getting this information and I have been pulled and tugged like, but I feel a resonance, and then like, oh, but I feel Sophia consciousness. I am Sophia consciousness, but I'm Pleiadian. But like, whoa. Here's how they come together. And it speaks of this in esoteric astrology and how we connect to these solar logos through the planetary logos, through the zodiac. Right? So we are all an accumulation of fractaled, meaning pieces of consciousness. And how we come together is based on our energetic signature and through our discipleship and our initiate's path, or through maturity, spiritual maturity, and awareness and consciousness. Now, this doesn't make you any less of a starseed. It just taking what I'm trying to do is bring clarity and understanding that it is not an external thing. It is not. You may not be from this universe. You're from a subsection within the consciousness of Sophia. Now, Sophia also had a brother lover, and that was Philos, philosophy. Okay, that's where we get the word philosophy from, is Philos. So Sophia and Philos, they were one. They were brother and sister, masculine, feminine, coming together, heart, wisdom, consciousness. And so there's also constellations that lead to higher dimensional portals of light. You could say Andromeda would be one of them, because each one of these constructs of consciousness represent an aspect in the brain, or hypothetically the brain of Sophia or Gaia, however you want to look at it. And then just like us, because we are the image of God, okay, of consciousness, we are the image of Sophia and Philos. We are the image of this. And so whenever we go through these higher states of consciousness, right, we open up higher realms of our awareness and our higher chakras. So Andromeda being a light-based a light-based consciousness. They're just light-bodied, okay? So you can think of that as being more of a crown chakra, or it's not a crown chakra, a star chakra, okay? And so they're the higher, like they're more of a tube. I like that. You see my lotus behind me? Look at that synchronicity. I love that. So it's like a tube of higher consciousness streaming in through the galactic center where Sophia and Philos came from. Okay? Sophia came from the galactic center. And you can, this is information that is set. Sophia is more of the pagan tradition, or way of explaining it. There's other ways of explaining it. Thoth explained this in the Atlantean and Egyptian emerald tablets. You've had other philanthropists philanthropists, I think that's the word, whatever, that have, Ptolemy is another one that, explained this whole fall from grace consciousness and where we all came from and how to get there. And you need to understand that it's a metaphor. Everything's a metaphor because it needed to be passed down through the ages, through long periods of time, so that the human consciousness could understand it and it not be and it still hold its energy. So like I said, I'm going to have more videos about more specific to where these cities are at, because every city in the mind, 144 fractals of DNA, 144 strands of your DNA, each line up with meridians, with the zodiac, with the planets, with obviously with the star systems, but it goes into your body as well and into your energy centers. So I just wanted to come out and make this video and let you guys all know what was really coming through me. All right? I hope this finds you well. Have a good day. I love you. And please like, subscribe, and share.